Assalamu alaikum. This podcast has been brought to you by Seekers Guidance, the global Islamic seminary. Help us spread the light of prophetic guidance to millions around the world by becoming a monthly supporter. Make a small donation at seekersguidance.org/donate. As little as $10 a month can help people find life-changing guidance.
La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.
The question is saying, I've accumulated some wealth. Is it best to invest that wealth or save it for future plans?
Is it better to invest one's wealth or save it? I mean, in specific situations, it depends on one's circumstances, right? But in general, there is great merit in Islam in investment. Right? And that's one of the wisdoms why if you invest your wealth, you don't pay zakat on the amount that you have invested. Rather, you only pay zakat on the returns you earn from the investment. Whereas if you save your money, then the whole savings are zakatable. And part of it is to encourage people to direct their wealth in productive ways rather than just hoarding it and accumulating it. Right? Zakat is on wealth, right? Rather than on one's investments. So there is merit in that, but of course, investment has a risk, and that risk has its merits because it benefits others as well. It leads to a productive society. But in one's personal circumstances, one needs to balance considerations. There's merit also in saving in Sharia-compliant ways. Interest-bearing savings are not permitted. There's also merit in having a buffer of savings at least, so that if common crises happen, one has something to fall back on. And this is one of the mistakes that people make living in consumer societies, that people spend everything that they earn. And that is contrary to the Sunnah. Right? It is from the teachings of the Prophet ﷺ that one spend less than what one has. And that's the only way that one can invest. That's the only way that one can give in charity. But also there is merit, and we see the Prophet ﷺ, for example, when he was able to, he kept aside some money and some food in storage up to a year for his family. And there's merit in that. So one should have a variegated financial strategy, right? One should spend less, right? Because a lot of the consumer spending that one has, I need to get a new TV. I need to get a new computer. You don't need to get a new computer. The other one's working fine. I need to get the new iPhone. Why? Because there's no real good reason. But you end up spending this money rather than investing. And investments grow rather than saving, so that if an emergency happens, if a crisis happens, one has funds. Number 3, giving in charity. Right? So the believer is thoughtful about their wealth between spending immediately, between giving in charity, between saving enough so that one has something to fall back on, and investing. Right? And in this, a website that I would recommend, it's run by a friend of mine, as one of the two main people behind. It's called RizqWise, RIZQ Wise. They have a very good podcast on financial planning for Muslims. And there's very good advice on there, rooted in Islamic values and teachings. It's a very good website, RizqWise, and we'll share the link here in the notes.
La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.
Thank you for listening. This podcast was brought to you by Seekers Guidance, the global Islamic seminary. Visit SeekersGuidance.org to access reliable Islamic knowledge taught by qualified teachers. We offer a wide range of courses, podcasts, articles, and a world-class answer service. Support us in spreading free, reliable Islamic knowledge to millions around the world by becoming a monthly supporter. Visit SeekersGuidance.org/donate and make a small monthly commitment today. Our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "Whoever guides someone to goodness will have a similar reward." So don't forget to share this podcast and spread prophetic guidance.